Oh, the roof is nicely completed right now, right? Fixed. It was leaking a little bit. And welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the farm. Peggy, are you done with the boat? Is it done? Awesome. Now we gotta talk though, right? You know, today we are going to do quite a bit of work. We are going to install a new chicken coop. We have enough money for that. We have to get some chicken, some feed, and you know, and everything though. We have to keep them alive after all, so we have to feed them. But the thing though is, Peggy, we have a steady sustain and supply of chicken eggs. That's going to be beautiful, it's going to be good money, it's going to be good for us, but it means also that we do need to get some extra food. So let's go right over here. Oh, and there's a small surprise for you waiting right, you know, at your little house. Seriously though, I don't understand why you're not going into that one. It's a little bit more roomy, we could fix the walls and everything. But oh well, you know, it's your choice. It's your choice. I know you don't want to be a problem or, you know, anything like that. Which I explained a couple of times. Yes, you are, no matter what. But, you know, let's just go. There it is. Yes, he had to stay in town today. Take a look if you want to. This way. Oh yeah. Look at that though. A nice little barbecue, wooden table. You have to do some trimming still though. And look at that though. Yeah, Peggy really wants one of these things in real life though. So yeah, you know, I think once everything goes, we have to do something about this. Maybe a new paint or paint job or whatsoever. But oh well, you know, the bunkhouse right over there. Ain't so bunky looking, if you know what I mean. Anyways, what we are going to do right now is going to install the chicken coop. Stick drift and chickens. Of course, we want to go with the luxurious one. So yeah, you know, we have two options. We have to the left we have to do things, and to the right we have to do things, right? And that is the issue. So we cannot really turn it around like that or like that. But we have to keep it like this, clear as day, with this awesome sauce. Now, do we want to? We want to move a little bit, right? So maybe like this. I think that's decent. There we go. Excuse me. Oh, I did not know that we could make this bigger. Huh. Yeah. Now I'm kind of thinking about other things though, you know what I mean? Let me think a little bit. Alright, so we concluded that this will be the chicken coop walking place. Will be way too little, right, Peggy? We want it to be a little bit longer, at least still here to the roadside, and a little bit wider like that. Meaning, Peggy, we do need more money right away. So let's go get a couple of tasks though. Let's see, we do have a couple of those already, but we keep the strawberries and tomatoes for now. Let's do a couple of tasks and then we will see the high-paying jobs. This one. Ooh, harvest a Katie. Red beet. That will be around 6k harvest. Then we have this one for 6k harvest too. We could do a wood transport. Peggy, do you want to use a wood transport? Alright, borrow the item. You have to go to field 91. Be careful, it is a very soft soil there, alright? There's a very soft soil. But you can grab the tractor right now, the truck. And in the meanwhile, of course, you know, we are going to get a very strange looking Fendt tractor though. I'm not sure. Is it made for a certain attachment in the front? Probably though, is right. And at the back too, it seems. Alright, there we go. It's a very interesting and rather cool tractor though, I have to say, right, you know? It's a very strange one, but I think there might be certain attachments on here that we can use. We have to do some investigation with that though, because it made me very curious. There we go, we made a nice picture. And off we go though, off we go. Awesome. Okay, so which field do I have to go to technically? Wrong buttons, of course, like always. Alright, there we go. I believe it was down south, 75. Let's go. Let's put the alarm light on though, right? Because, well, warning light. I don't want any accidents on my watch though, and it's a difficult town, I might say. This town is kind of crazy with driving. They just pull in front of you, as you can see. That one just stops straight up. Oh. Very basic looking, yet very practical though. And that is what I do like too, of course, you know. It doesn't always has to be very luxurious looking, but man, the leg space and everything here is quite luxurious. Oh yeah, look at that. We can even have the lights, you know, open over here for some extra air. I have to say though, I'm sitting a little bit tall. I feel like a giant in here. Yeah, it seems to be the normal thing though. It's a little bit dangerous, I might say though, right? You know, you cannot really look far ahead. But, you know, like, probably has its uses for something like that though, right? You know, like, people that are distracted easily can just focus on their work. Probably that was not in mind by the design of this one, but well, you can look decently forward though. Yeah, I definitely can. I was going uphill. That must be it. And here we go. Let's activate this big boy. Yeah, we are a little bit in a small hurry though, right? You know, not really, but to get some extra money. We want to have the chicken coop rather ASAP. We did also have a Deadwood contract right over here. Oh. We haven't been there. Interesting. Yeah, for real though, we have not been there. Did I really borrow it? I'm losing so much money right now. I'm losing so much money just on that wrong click though. Grandpa? But yeah, we could definitely afford the chicken coop right now and everything with it, but you know, I want my chickens to roam a little bit at least. And we are actually thinking, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, my leg. Oh. Whew. Can't play high school football anymore. Well, not for many years though. We are not in high school anymore. But yeah, the thing though is, right, you know, like, oh, they come to pick me up, right? Ready for the big game. Yeah, you know, like, we were actually thinking like maybe 2 would be better, right? You know, like, then we have like, what? 740 chicken? Yeah. That's a lot though. That's a lot of eggs that we can haul in. Now look at this view though. Isn't that beautiful? Huh? The little dew over the fields and everything. Just so atmospheric. I'm actually very happy though that we are now for the first time right over here. You know, like Deadwood kind of repeated itself though a couple of times. Right on the same locations, but yeah, I'm surprisingly surprised though, huh? One might say. Surprisingly surprised. I'm not sure what happened to my English today though. Probably it's on vacation or something. Beautiful. Timber! And there we are. Yeah, I can't wait though to get my own timber gear and everything. But man, the farm has to roll. I promised grandfather that. And I think it will break his heart though, right? You know, that we will just make it into a timber industry. Yep. I mean, it might be something for a future challenge up, but there will be a lot of challenges though on this channel, right? So stay tuned if you're into that. And maybe you can give me a nice inspiration too, right? So do let me know. Lots of big timber around here. The rotten timber, one might say. we go. Gotta be careful for this little little one over here, right? Because there's a building very close by, and we do not want to pay for the repair costs or the increase in insurance cost. Especially if you never need insurance, though. Same with healthcare. Never used it. I've never needed it before. But my oh my oh my. The daily cost of the monthly cost of that is bankrupting me, though, right? You know, like I come from where you have to have that, right? And I never use it, so if I'm sick, I'm sick. You know what I mean, though. Not to be a tough guy or something like that, but I'm not going for everything to the dog or anything like that, right? So I'm actually paying for a lot of people's healthcare. Man, what is going on here? There we go. Whoa! Almost needed that healthcare. Did you see that? Oh, there we go. Beautiful. But yeah, it's a mandatory thing, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I believe it does cost me like 1,000 something per year. It doesn't sound much though in general, but it doesn't cover everything, you know what I mean? Let's keep this right on this field so it falls to the left. Bada bing, bada bang. There we go. Oh, that's an interesting location right there with the boats and all. Not so bad at all, right? You know, maybe we can rent that. Oh, do you see that? There's a canoe upside down. I hope nobody is in there, right? You know, like, it's a little bit worrisome. Yeah, I don't think so, though. I don't think so, but let's just hope. Let's just hope. Oh boy, 8,999, huh? Noah. Field 65. Sure. Sure, Master Noah. Let's go with it. No, 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 no. Oh boy. Here we go. So the thing though is, right, you know, I will see you guys in a little second. Now you cannot say that it ain't a beauty though. I will take this home to Ma, you know what I mean, though, for dinner. Not sure if we could afford feeding it because of its size though, but man, this is a big girl that you don't practice on, you know what I mean though. This is the one that you were going to keep. There we go. Alright, now let's see. It was field 65. That means it's towards the eastern front of the map. Oh yeah, look at that engine though. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful polished. Is that? No, I thought it was a turbo part though, but no, it's not. Look at that big wheel, man. It is absolutely beautiful. DeWulf. So it's a German mark brand again, I believe. And a lot of German companies though, huh, with the agriculture sector. But it's kind of reflecting though of the German culture. It's all homegrown, homemade, you know, and they are very, very proud about their farmer sector, hunting sector too for certain regions. It really depends, right? And, you know, all in all, nature though. Oh my, this is fantastic though, isn't it? This is fantastic. Wow. But yeah, you know, like when you do grocery shopping in Germany, let's say as an example, you have certain numbers on, let's say, meat packets, right? Where 1 is the worst and 5 is the best. And it's from, well, 1 is red and 5 is green. And it means actually, let's say, how well the animals are kept, right? You know, like if you see a 1 or a 2, just don't buy it, right? If you do see 3 or higher, that's pretty decent and very good for the animals. Imagine like pigs roaming around, you know, instead of laying down on concrete with manure everywhere, you know, shite everywhere. That's really bad though for the animal, psychologically, mentally, of course, extremely draining, pure depression, and physically though, it's bad. And the meat doesn't taste good anyways in that way. It's just cheap meat then. And, you know, like, free-roaming pigs do have more muscle. You're happier. And it sounds weird though, but it tastes better too, you know what I mean? And it's same with chickens, you know, that you roam a little bit more freely and all. And the prices are not much more different though. They're like 50 cent different to €1. You know, like, it's the same with US dollars. And I find that very respectful. And it's actually supported though, right, you know, and thought of a lot. There's special rules here and there, like in other countries too, but the Germans take a lot of pride in that though. That's what I've noticed. Like last time we were in Germany, we did actually buy steak, and it came from Argentina. I mean, didn't expect that though, huh, in Germany. It's special Argentine pepper steak. Very good, very delicious though. Did a little bit of research. Same quality of freedom though, right, you know? So they actually choose farms that do the same thing, and that is what I respect. That's what I care about. It's not just profit, it's passion, you know what I mean? Passion and respect for life. Very important. Very important indeed. It's also good for the consumer, think about it, right? Wouldn't you feel better about it? Hmm? Alright. Beautiful Fendt once more. Oh, yo, my boy, my boy. I had the right of way though, even he came from the right side. Wow, 359 weights payment? He just started. I shall drop YouTube directly though. I'm not making any money on YouTube right now. But the thing though is, right, you know. But 359 for that little bit of work? I think I do need around 50 million subscribers or something for that then. And again, we're doing this with passion though. What's wrong with this guy? Ah, I see. You want me to drive next to you, huh? What a shame. I was a little bit afraid of that, though. I was thinking, like, maybe we are lucky. Like, this beet harvester had at least a little bit of dignity in it. Where it had, you know, like, a reservoir. The store. If it was my field, all my crops will be destroyed right now, so... It's very, very difficult though, right, you know, to do this in real life too. You really gotta plan a little bit ahead though. The issue especially is right now, do we fit below it? No, we do not. There we go. Yeah, come on, girl. Kinda want to put my... Oh. Slower, 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 big boy. I'm trying to control it. In the same speed as C is. And that's that. 8 kilometers per hour. Let's accelerate a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, look at those beats, man. I remember eating my first beet, sugar beet that is, when I was... I believe I was 3 years old or something. Some farmer just, you know, ripped it out of his field. We were fishing close to it. Made a little fire, cut it open, roasted it a little bit though, and shared it with us. We all were deadly sick after. No, I'm kidding. It was rather nice though, huh? A little sugary treat. He washed it first too, of course. So yeah, now I know why this job will pay us around 9k. Oh, look at that. They have also glass houses there. There's a different time. Huh. Yeah, I did not want to make those though, right? You know, we want to go for quality directly. I find that very, very important. It's a little bit arrogance too, of course, you know, but there would be a nice challenge, maybe that we would go in stages too. But because it's our first farm, you know what I mean? We just pump it out a little bit quicker. And look at that. That's a nice chicken coop too, by the way. Huh, not bad. It's less modern though, way less modern, but it's not a bad chicken coop. And that's what I mean. This field alone of that chicken coop is worth so much more though to what we would have had at the beginning. I will just feel very bad about that. I think I'm going to make one chicken coop right there and then make a very big field out of it for them to run around, play a little bit, you know, maybe throw some stuff in it. But you can hide like tiny rock or bush or whatsoever, right, you know? I think that might be a decent thing to do for us. Maybe even install a little radio, right, you know, so we can listen to some chicken songs, chicken dance, you know. Alright, let's wait here. It's good that we could find the break there, right, you know. This is actually a pretty nice field. Maybe we will install something like this too on our fields. You know, with gates and all. I don't feel comfortable about that though. Wait a minute, you have a storage for the compartment in it? I think she has though. She just wanted to work with me. Not sure what she's planning to do right now, but I see. She's just taking in the corner. Yeah, the AI do that though, right? You know, so they have a little corner circle. But yeah, I'm going to make some money with Crazy Peggy or Turbo Peggy though, right? You know, and then see you guys once we have the money. Yeah, this job is going to take me way longer than I thought. We just made almost one entire line around the field. Sure, the line is getting shorter and shorter though. One line around that field is a lot of beats though. Ooh boy. That is 100%. That's 30,000 liter. That is massive profit for Farmer Joe though, but Farmer Corrigo, oh boy, it's not quick money, but it is good money though. So let's go tippity tip right over here. Look at that. Yeah, that's a lot of beats though, a lot of hauling. But we are not shying away from hard work now, are we? It's not the most quickest one or easy pay job, anything at all, but Peggy will join me later on. And that means that the beetroot is not going to wait too long for us, and neither will we wait for it. It's just back and forth then, you know, back and forth. She's going with her John there, and with the little tube that we got ourselves, so, you know, it's good hauling then, absolutely. Peggy is struggling rather well though, right, you know, over here. She's doing a good job on her little John there. Yeah, that trail is a little bit too big for that John there though, especially with the parsnip haul. She's totally ruining that man's job behind her. Hopefully it's still turning around if there's concrete in there, right? You know, some cement. Because if it doesn't though, it's almost impossible to take it out, you know. But yeah, Peggy, oh, it's there, come on. My, oh my, oh my, oh my. I did see that she was trying to drink her tea though, but can't do that though, huh? Because then we had to rent, you know, a skid steer to actually haul everything back in there. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, she didn't know where to go. She was actually pretty lazy to find the field herself though, so I waited on her. Doesn't matter. But we are done for 32 of 23%. The issue is though, it takes around, well, you know, like 40 minutes IRL. So, you know, it's a very long job though. But it's a cool job. It's nice though to work together like this. And the job is rather nice. I'm not complaining though, although it sounds like it. But, yeah man. I want eggs, dude. I want eggs for breakfast. Alright, Peggy, here at the field 28. Do you see the big silos to the left? That is where we are going to store everything. So, the first turn from here, just turn left. Yeah, do you hear that? Peggy's little John there though is really struggling hard though. That engine though kept purring like it still wanted to prove like it could purr, you know. Oh, there we go. 30k liters away of parsnips. 20% we have delivered right now. Yo. Oh, look at that fog though. Isn't that beautiful? I want to make a picture. Something like this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh. Was a long job. And it was an abandoned job though. I'm kidding, you know, like it was a long job. And here we are on a forklift making the last couple dollars though. Peggy is again, you know, like on the Volvo truck collecting a lot of wood with the crane, and then she's going to deliver that. And also she's really enjoying that job too, so that's beautiful though. And here we are, here we are. Yeah, this I definitely have to change up though, right? Because it is not a smooth scaling. If I sell these, we do get a net loss, sadly, but that's acceptable though, right? You know, we would just replace it, turn it a little bit sideways. It will be so much smarter though, so much smarter. Okay, let's go. By the way, we should put that on. And maybe it would be wise to actually place it in the same way, right, you know? And we are going to sell it on our own little farmer's market. Once we do mass produce, though, we can deliver it somewhere else, you know? Just like that. Ooh, total miss. Yeah, it's the illusion, right, of depth over here. Let's widen that one up so we have a better balance. And it's way too flat. There you go. Kind of funny, by the way, right? You know, like the pellets bed. Have you ever heard of it? Yeah, very good for sleeping, by the way, right? You know, you just buy a premium mattress. And then you have a couple of pellets, though. You put two on top of each other. It's way cheaper than a normal bed. It's way more sturdier than a normal bed. It gives a lot of back support too, if you have a premium mattress though. And it is pretty decent though, I would say. It's rather cheap though compared to a normal bed. And then you can put, you know, like some fabric on the sides if you want to, right? You know, to hide the pellets. And, you know, good sleeping though. Good sleeping, absolutely. So if you're a student or you're on the downtrodden, though, think about that, though. And you can buy used pellets that are maybe dirty. You can clean that up rather quickly, though, right? You know? But a lot of these pellets, they are not dirty. And they are very, very cheap, you know? So, hey, A little tip though from me, right, you know? Okay, let's go park this one around. Here we are. Then we are waiting for Peggy, and then we are going to start building though. Alright guys, now we decided to go for 2 bigger ones. And right over here we have place for a half truck though, so we can go like that. There is a way to... Well, snapping is good by the way. Play segment, zoom camera. Okay, for this one we don't really have axis control it seems. Which is... Yeah, which is not nice though, right? You know, I kind of want to have it as straight as possible. But it seems like right over here... Nice next to it. I would say till around here though, that will be pretty decent. And from here towards here and here and there. I think that's pretty cool though to have. And now it's... Is it connected though? Is it? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be connected though. Do we have to... Yeah, see what I mean? Maybe it is connected though. Maybe, baby. And I would say, let's go back. Cancel. No. Okay, so that is kind of troubling. Let me figure out. And there we go. Now it did snap on, which is beautiful. And not enough money. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that though. Cancel creation of custom fans. No. And it is still not. This is so weird. Oh, that's pretty fun by the way, right? You know, we have to work further because if we cancel that fence because it does not fit, we still lose the money. That's not cool though, is it? Ha! Well, I mean, I understand it though. We are using the barbed wire and everything else. And yeah, you know, it's not that we can just easily replace it if we could it. Certain sections though we might have used again. But I do get the thing behind it. It's a little bit crazy though, but let me do some Deadwood, some other missions though, here and there. If we don't have a high paying dude, I had the right of way. But yeah, you know, there are not a lot of missions right now that are high profitable right now, that are just nice and quick, but we are doing fine though money wise. You just have to be very precise with it. But yeah, it's a little bit strange that it doesn't do it like that though, but it is what it is, boys. It is what it is. Alright, so if you had an issue like me, you have to plant it a little bit beforehand, and then that's about that though, right? You know, then you can connect it easily. If you go from a long distance, you cannot do it. Very strange though, but there we go. And that's about that. I hope Peggy does like it too. Yeah. It's a nice big place though, right? You know, and I do appreciate it myself already quite a lot. Hopefully Peggy does like it too. She's right there though, staring into the blank. There she is though, huh? Yeah, you're back though, huh? From the sky or something. Here we are. Finally it's working out though. Yep, we do need to buy some chicken though. Here we can buy some chicken feed. Peggy. Oh, there you are. I prepared your John Deere over there, right? You know, so you can maybe buy some... Well, not buy, but maybe you can actually haul some chicken feed over here. We are going to pay for it though, and then it will be ready for you at the store, right? So it would be nice if you will pick it up for us. Lime oat seed feed. Nope, not here. Let me see. There we go. All right, let's buy this one right over here. For now, 1,000 is enough. Once we do have more money, we do get more. Alright, you can go to the store. You have to take your John Deere over there. And then, let's see, can we buy a chicken? Let's see. Oh, look at that though, huh? That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool though. 0 months, 490 chicken we can have in here because of the big garden that we made for them. I'm pretty proud of that though. And I would say we are just going to buy one of them. A transport fee is applied if you do not transport the animal with your own livestock trailer. Well, we do not have that, which is cool. Select. Did we buy it? Yep, buy. Do you want to purchase one animal rooster? 0 months for $6. Buy. Okay, now let's see. Is it here? It should be here right now somewhere. Hello, little rooster. Oh, oh my, there it is. There it is, though. Peggy's going to be so happy, though, right? You know, look at our little guy. It's a handsome fellow, isn't it? It really, really is. Now, it is good that the task is hopefully completed too. Yes, so we have a little bit of extra money right there, though. Just a little bit. And we are going to buy a couple of chickens. Oh my, the rooster is roosting, though. How cool is that? Oh, wow. Look at this chicken. Where's that one from? I have never seen a chicken like that before, though. Chicken produce eggs, which can be sold directly or processed further. Chicken like wheat, barley, and sorghum. This is a chick. Animals that are healthy and older than 6 months can reproduce. Oh, very nice is that, though. We are going with traditional chickens over here. Ooh, that is expensive, though. But you can reproduce, which is a very cool thing, though. I would say we are going for this amount right now, 26 chickens. There we go. 222 is left. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh, look at this, though. Oh my god, I'm so happy about it, though. We are going to place some plants in here, too. And we are going to do some other things, right? You know, like maybe rocks, maybe a little, I don't know. Like, what do you call it? A seesaw, you know, something like that, though. Something silly, I don't know. So the chickens have something to do. Man, they are beautiful chickens around here, though. I wondered, where do we put the water, though, huh? I mean, do we even have put water in here? Oh, wow, we can even open that? No way, my boys. Bormann. Okay, windgeschwindigkeit. Wait a minute. Why is there what? Why is there wind speed here? Temperature draußen. So, oder außen, no? That is outside temperature, 21 Celsius. Temperature innen. So, it means within, inside. Then we have Helligkeit außen. So, hell it is outside. We have Regen. I'm not sure what that symbol means, but there's no rain outside. Then we have wind kommt aus. Oh, direction. Of the direction, though, of the wind and all. Well, Luftfeuchte. Okay, so that's the air humidity. Luftdruck. My god, Sonnenstand elevation, blah blah blah, Sonnenstand. Okay, so this is all about the degrees of the sun and where it's how high and this and that. And the Luftdruck is how the air pressure. My oh my oh my. Translation in the raw, right? Peggy, you can come inside if you want to. Oh, wait a minute, what is this? Oh, that's pretty nice. Did you already feed them or something? Oh, no. Come on, close the freaking door. Before they are getting out. I don't... Oh, there we go. I was afraid that we could not. Oh, Peggy, you have to put it in the silo, of course. Oh, that's okay. I will do it. There we go. Man, I'm so hyped for this, dude. You know, like, this is making me very happy. But I think we do need to make some money ASAP, though, right? You know, before... It is just wheat. Hey, Peggy, we are going to plant wheat, though, right? So we can actually have a lot of enjoyment of it, too, right? You know, it's going to be great. And, free food, free chicken. Everything is great. Like, how are we going to do this? Maybe we just have to go like this. Oh, wait a minute. We have already lost some? Interesting. Very interesting. A little bit strange, but I do get it. Ah, okay. So we hold it there and then we just unload it. Good to know. Good to know. Let's see. Oh, look at that though, huh? Peggy is observing them already. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, and all of this will be changed too, so it will be more symmetrical. I am so very happy about this though. It was a very long job though. Do you like it? Yeah, awesome though. Look at the rooster though, huh? So after 6 months, Peggy, so we are in August right now. Oh, you have different chickens on your screen, probably, right? Because right now it's like you're observing the John there. But after 6 months, they can reproduce, meaning we get a lot of free chicken though. And we want that though, right? You know, we don't only want to have normal chicken eggs and all, but reproduction. Oh, and there we can see, that's the food right over there. So we only have to give them food. Strange though, isn't it? I would assume water too, but that's alright. Let's see. So, Peggy, I think right now we have our mission done. It was a very chaotic episode. It wasn't really structural, but we did a good job though, didn't we? Absolutely we did. Now I'm very happy with the chicken though, right? You know, I'm going to make some money very quickly though before we go bankrupt and, you know, see you guys in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.